What's going on, family? So I want to talk about how giving these people physical access to my devices, and not only that, just hacking involved, consistently hacking. These white supremacists being able to try to cover up their crime and prevent you from getting justice. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot, like alone. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about the oppression they do to you and can do to you and do to you. Yeah, I did say it correctly the first time, because they do it to me, from hacking and stuff like that. But as for me, I'm a producer who do music. I'm writing books. I'm doing a lot of other things that involve my intellectual property. So all of these devices and everything I'm doing, even when it comes down to just notes, not only on the abuse that I be facing, but literally the notes on life and spirituality and business and things to make a living for myself. All of that becomes compromise, and that is ways these white supremacists do. Or, we just gonna say the people involved. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to turn people away, but we know who's involved, and we just expose that. But yes, giving them access to my devices and my data, period, and compromising me. And this goes for the ISPs and the cellular companies and everybody else who, sold out in the way they contribute to helping these people in different scenarios, different times. You know what I'm saying? I can't, this happened multiple times, over 6 years. But, yes, they gave them access to my, intellectual properties. Now, what they can do with my intellectual properties, not only spy on me, steal my data and stuff like that and manipulate it and change it in different ways, and try to repurpose it, but they can study it and do all kinds of things. So all my notes and all my everything I do is basically these white supremacists in Morton, Pennsylvania, is able to not only monitor my phone calls and texts, so they see and hear everything I'm saying, and they redirecting it, so I don't even know when I'm speaking to legit people, or they might just route me to the people they want me routed to, even if they actually legitimately work for the company. But no, they could be just on the other end, and if they have control of your accounts, and this is why they compromise my account so much, they can literally be online, basically communicating with an AI bot or something like that, or a representative, because they not on the phone, so their voice is basically not being recorded. They on and they protecting themselves, while at the same time blocking me from signing into my accounts. You see what I'm saying? So this is the tactics of these white supremacists and the Morton oppressors, these these scumbags, you know what I'm saying, and how they try to cover up their criminal acts. But and what it has done to me, and why I take it so seriously, not just them hacking my cameras and stuff like that, making me feel like my family was vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, they are. You know what I'm saying? Making me feel like, my family was threatened and stuff like that. And I couldn't even see what was going on. This is the atmosphere they try to create. So the people that's involved with them, when it comes out, I want all of this to be taken into account. I did nothing but try to protect my family and, everybody involved. But, yes, my data has been... definitely, it's just like these white supremacists are able to just violate, man, like they above the law, spy on me, everything, view me perversely, like I said, watch me like some fucking perverts, knowing I have children in here. So do you think they turning a blind eye to my children? When my daughter take her clothes off, do you think they turning a blind? Fuck no. You know what I'm saying? These are psychopaths. period. And every inch of my house, they doing that. So anybody that support them kind of has a sick ass mind. Whoever would let them do this and know that they doing this has a sick mind. Whoever would sexually be involved with these people has a sick mind. They shouldn't have. Their wives should leave them. Everybody should leave them. Their children shouldn't respect them. You know what I'm saying? This is what your parents and people was out here doing. They was out here allowing this to happen. So why would a woman lay down with somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? A sick, disgusting creep that likes to view people perversely in the privacy of their own home. So, this is what I've been dealing with, though, man. So I'm stealing my intellectual properties and compromising my intellectual properties. It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to bring y'all more into my world, let y'all know what I've been doing, let y'all see my creative genius. I'm not somebody who just talk. I'm really good at what I do, you know what I'm saying? And, and I tried to start a mentorship. I wasn't even, rapping or nothing like that. I just got back into it because I know a lot of children and stuff is into this kind of stuff. And I felt like I could create a mentorship, not only around music, but, house remodeling and repairs, astrology and stuff like that, and different things, different programs. I was going to, run it through my children, so it helped them develop while helping other people develop at the same time. And each one teach one, so we all studying these things and learning them and practicing them together and stuff like that. So that was the plan. Y'all seen me doing this from the get-go, and then I started complaining. If you go back to even my social media, you'll see the step-by-step process. At certain times, I wasn't able to articulate myself and express myself, not only because of my condition, but especially back then I was on medication. I wasn't not only on medication, I was fighting myself off of the medication by myself because they was trying to basically leverage it over my head. So at the same time, I was dealing with different things at different times. But one thing that is for sure is every word that I ever said was truth. You know what I'm saying? Except for if I'm just speculating what was happening to me with limited knowledge as far as hacking and stuff like that. But the rest of the stuff, when I'm I never was delusioned or nothing. Everything I say is, it just had point blank period. The proof is just right there. You get to see it for yourself. But I might have was spelling words. Shit, I still do that. And, not making proper sentences, though. But what I was expressing was 100% accurate. And even when I mispronounce words and stuff like that, people was still truth. Sorry, I need to work on my language. But it is what it is. So that's what I'm going through, man. And that's what basically, the vulnerabilities as far as my intellectual property and them having access to my data. And not only that, they able to they follow me everywhere. So they following me into the city yesterday. They got people just revving engines purposefully. But I don't pay it no mind. Like it don't bother me and stuff like that. But they able to track you. You know what I'm saying? Now these people, getting your device information and stuff like that. So now they're able to track everywhere you go. So when I'm lifting up my phone, they literally staying in the area and they revving their engines just because they can see my phone move. So they want that to psychologically, even when they not able to view my phone, make me think that they viewing my phone or they viewing me just from moving your phone. You know what I'm saying? So this is how they psychologically mess with people's head. These scumbags. You know what I'm saying? And they perverse, like I said, they perverts. They viewing people through the cameras of their phones and the devices in their house when they hack you. And not only that, Predator Bill and these guys got advanced surveillance hooked up to your house. Now we gonna look this up. Together. I already did it. I had it in my notes, but they blocking me from retrieving my notes. So certain notes and stuff like that. So We're going to look it up together and we're going to talk about it. So you can do your research for your own self. This equipment can tell when you blink, when you smile, when you frown. So Mr. Rich at the Morton Police Department, he wanted to say, like I said, he wanted to say it depends on how they're surveilling you. Well, they can tell when I open my eyes, because they express it, they rev their engines, because this is how cowards talk. They don't talk with their vocal cords, they talk with foreign objects, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't talk like men. These people act like females. Like I said, I'm trying to control my language, so I ain't going to call them that right now. But that's what they act like. You know what I'm saying? And this is grown men doing this. It's really disgusting and sick. You know what I'm saying? And just that mentality alone should make you see why I'm scared of these people having access to my children. Whoever would sleep with some people like this is fucking disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And then continuously do evil. When you continuously do evil, that is just fucking sick. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it is what it is. A lot's going to come out. It's inevitable, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be beautiful for me, because I'm going to end up on the right end of the stick. Just like I said, pray for my children and pray for my family. Pray for everybody involved at the end of the day, because, you know, I hope they make it through. I hope they see the light in the darkness and get up out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to them. You know, I can't control people. I'm Raphael Rashim. This is the True I Speak podcast, a.k.a. My Life Edition. I'm out of here.